buying Super Tucano jets for terrorists or Biafran agitators? Methodist prelate Áțťâçķêđ queries Buhari government over alarming insecurity. The Methodist prelate, His Eminence Dr. Samuel Áćťâçķêđ, has urged the Nigerian government to address the alarming state of insecurity and terrorist attack in the country, wondering why the Buhari government spent a huge amount of money to procure the United States Super Tucano fighter jets. The cleric said this in a press conference in Umuahia on the sidelines of his pastoral visit to Umuahia Methodist Diocese, while accusing the federal government of treating bandits and terrorists ravaging the country with kid's glove, but using a sledgehammer on unarmed Biafran agitators. He criticized the worsening insecurity in the country perpetrated by bandits and the government laxity in dealing with them. Today, you can't move freely again in the country. This morning, bandits attacked soldiers in Abuja, very close to the seat of power. The other time, they had the temerity to go to Kuje prison to release inmates. What type of government do we have? These people are toying with our security. Why not order soldiers to eliminate those criminals? Why do we have Tucano jets if we don't use them against terrorists and bandits? If they buy the jets to see if they can kill all the Biafran agitators, why are they after Biafrans? Hatred? Why not send the aircraft after the bandits and finish them? Why do they allow bandits to be operating? I saw a video in Katsina says where more than 400 bandits took over the road. They intercepted travelers and robbed them and took some inside the bush. Why is this happening in the home state of Mr. President? Is there any agenda? What is happening in Nigeria is no longer tolerable. We can't keep quiet for them to continue. The prelate who was kidnapped by Fulani herdsmen about 3 months ago but regained his freedom after a ransom of 100 million was paid, blamed the festering insecurity on wrong leadership. He said that Nigeria could be fixed within 6 months if the leadership was willing, adding that contrary to the opinions of many, Nigeria is not yet a nation. For me, I see hope in Nigeria. What we have as a challenge in Nigeria is on serious leadership. If any leadership is serious, Nigeria can be fixed within 6 months. Even the people in power now can fix Nigeria if they remove their eyes on injustice as unnecessary dirty wealth. They should fix their eyes on justice and morality and integrity. Our situation is not irredeemable. Yes, our situation is not irredeemable, but who will lead the way? The people that are supposed to be leading are the ones that raising up their hands that they don't know what next to do. Please ask them, sir. Thank you for raising the question. This is a good and sensible question Buhari gets to answer. It surprises me that Buhari said 2 days ago that the government will not bomb terrorist occupied areas because of the people that are holding in captive. But the news I read today indicated that Buhari government went to Turkey and bought another 6 helicopters. One must ask why buying this weapon when our soldiers are not making any success in ending terrorism and bandits. Instead, they are dying daily in terrorist hand. Once you continue like this, Buhari is a bad history to Nigeria. Thank you, sir. So Biafrans are not for Boko Haram, all bandits. They directed their judges to proscribe IPOB as a terrorist. Meanwhile, IPOB without arm is just seeking for the freedom of his people. Another Afghanistan is playing out here. Thank you, sir, because that is the question on everyone's mind. Interesting question. Based on sales agreement, Tucanos are to be used exclusively at the Northeast. Using them outside the agreement will be a breach of contract. However, the government can go and renegotiate for the planes to be used exclusively against Boko Haram, bandits and kidnappers in Nigeria, and not IPOC. This government of Muhammadu Buhari will be the last terror Nigerians will experience forever. Before Uncle, what is Super Tucano? It is useless in fighting insurgency. Forget Western propaganda. What did Super Tucano accomplish in Afghanistan? You mean they did not find out what it can be used for before buying it? This is a shame. Buhari bought those jets to be used on IPOB. He went to Kigali begging world leaders to describe IPOB as a terrorist group so that those jets will start working on those he bought it for. The Tucano jets were originally bought to eliminate Biafrans, and the plan to do so is still in progress by the terrorists. Exactly. Sir, you have just asked Buhari a good question. But remember that the army instructed not to keep Boko Haram and bandits. How can you use it against them? Mr. President, please answer their question above. Thank you, Prelate. Elders don't keep quiet when evil is keeping on in the community, it's happening in the community. The government is answerable to the community and not the other way around. He bought it for Biafran agitators, but American government warned him not to use it against Biafra agitators. You don't need to be told that the cabals in that Asura bought the Tucano jet to fight agitators. Unfortunately, our God is dealing with them, with all the weapons they gather against them. Afghanistan may be loading in Nigeria. From sunset, Buhari government has been leading Nigeria as after his government. Nigeria may not exist again because his ensemble to Nigerians are terrible ones. Nepotism, tribalism, animosity, hatred, unconstitutional attitude, and hardness of heart. And most of example, we are seeing all this while. Because of all this, God is judging us, Nigeria. Whoever rigged 2019 election, God is judging them. Believe you me, the Super Tucano fighter jets are to be handed over to terrorists soon. The precautionary measures are not taken. And once those terrorists get hold of the jets, we are in trouble. A hopeless person without hope will see hope in a hopeless Nigeria. Think deeply but very well. Stop deceiving people or being partial. Where is the hope? Hope on those supposed to be alive but have gone to early graves in the hand of this bandit or state receiving information from bandits. Visit ASU, Petrol, Economy, Joblessness, etc. Please stop fooling your hopeless hope in a hopeless situation of a hopeless country. God bless you. Well, that is Prelate Uche asking Mr. President what the use of the Tucano when the terrorists are still having a field day. What is your opinion about this question? Please subscribe to my page and so make your comment known. For the lovers of this page, I say thank you and God bless.